Hey, good morning. This is Daryl Johnson with Ride the Wind. How y'all doing? Um, this is a lot to the 144s and what's coming up. And I've been keeping my mouth shut about this, because I didn't want to deliver what's in the news right now, which I already knew was coming. I got videos of it, of them. And I've kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to be that guy. But now we got NASA and FEMA running an asteroid alert. When I first saw ice on 4 years ago, I knew it was going to play into this equation. I didn't know how, but I knew when I first saw it, I said, this isn't good. So let me start with this, okay? We got notes here, but I'm not. Anyway, it'll also explain why I got so emotional in my last video, which is for a number of reasons. I'm sick of opinions. You people with opinions, you got opinions in one hand and you got nothing in the other. And you're selling people on this. And you're blocking comments, like my comments, okay? They give you information and then you turn around and block it. And then you insult those channels, or you insult those people who left their messages, right? Isn't that a form of censorship? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And opinions are like CNN, okay? I think we've all had enough opinions. That's what got us where we're at. Guaranteed, that's what got us where we're at. It's because of the way that the world works and functions and America's society. Who do you think you are? You can't answer these questions? You're going to take another person's information and you're going to block it because it doesn't fit in to the reality, and I've said this a million times, the reality that you've created for yourself, and all your comments you leave on there is, amen. Bless you for the information. What information? An opinion? An opinion is going to get a lot of people killed. Are you clear on this? Everybody out there, are you clear on that? Opinions will get people killed. You take your opinions and then you take research and you put them together. Simple deal. Stop doing this to people. You've got them following, Nobody asks a question. If you ask a question, God, you've screwed up my reality. No, delete, insult. And you know what? It's these little channels in this weird little community that does this, which I don't even call a community. It's weird. And I'm going to title this one guy as a taxi driver, Robert De Niro wannabe. And I also want to say, I do give guitar lessons, but I charge $25 a half hour. Okay? Work on that one, But to block comments, to insult, I watched one channel, it gave some information. And this person was talking about the beings that are floating around, which I've been shooting for fucking 6 months. And I left comments. I said what it was, like I do with some channels, they're blocked. They're all blocked. And I wake up the next morning, this person's going into a rant, insulting the people who comment, insulting them, insulting subs. What is your deal? What planet do you come from where you don't respect the other people's knowledge or input that is given to you? To me, that is a total act of self. The channels that do this. And I could name them off, but I'm not gonna. There's others just as bad as Taxi Driver. Okay? Same shit. And people follow these people. That's what we did with CNN or whatever. We followed opinions. Look where it got us. We need solid, parenthetical data. The stuff I'm going to state right now, I've got citations for it, but I'm just going to go through it because I want to do an APA paper and I don't know when I'm going to do it. Then you can get your citations. But what I'm saying is research. It's not out of YouTube videos. If this person wants to talk about regurgitated information, guess what? A month ago, I did videos on these things that are flying around. They're called elemental beings. They come through etheric light beams, okay? In and out of dimensions. I just watched them at Devil's Tower last night, right? They just poop up all these white dots and then they can go into the ground. Yeah. And then I spent time at the Bay of Biscayne and they're zooming across the sky. So here's this person 7 o'clock in the morning, insulting people. I wake up to this, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, I start commenting, you negative. What's your deal? You're going to insult people who have contradictory theories to what you say, when in science, that's exactly what you should be looking at, is those statements that conflict with yours, to actually dig up the evidence and make your point. You don't make no point. You don't make no point. You're doing the same thing that society has done. All your channels, all the channels that have done this. You're doing the same thing that society does. You're censoring. Okay? When I deal with a bigger channel who actually does parenthetical data and has evidence for their statements, I get love back. I get intelligent comments back. I get feedback. Okay? No matter what I say. Because these channels know how to handle it. Because these channels have their own evidence also. And they're ready to look at other elements of information. It's these little small channels that have caught in their heads with their own reality, and it scares the hell out of me. Because again, my focus is to not get people hurt, to try and help people. I don't care if I get comments or not, which everything being blocked on me. I mean, the only comments I'm getting is through my email, and I'm not getting many of those. A lot of what I'm sending out in emails go straight to my sent box and they never go out, or they drop the attachment. So am I saying something wrong? Right? How come these other people who just spout with no references are able or don't have that happening to them? But our channels, me, a small one, which I can't, it really affects me, but I don't care. But it's happening to the bigger channels too. Earthly Patriot, who gives me sweet, loving comments back, despite whatever I say, a contradictory view. So cool. A plain truth. Florida Marquise, people who work all day on gathering information and data to back what they're saying. I want you people, you subs, to understand this. Opinions will get you killed. Don't be scared to ask these people questions. Feel them out. If they don't answer your questions, then they don't know what they're talking about. But don't just sit there and say, amen. Thank you, brother, for the information. Bless you. Bless your heart. Amen. Thanks again. What information are you getting? You're getting someone's opinion. Please, let's stop that. Okay? I'm going to stop it right there, because it's too negative. And it really makes me want to just drop out this whole thing, because I feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of nerds, you know what I mean, that are hurting people. And I don't want to be a part of that. I've been like that in life. If things get too sketchy for me, even in business, like Vegas coming out, trying to run my room at one point, I went out there and hung out with Gino Lapinto and Frank Lapinto, the guy who paid trumpet for Frank Sinatra for 25 years. I was hanging out with the mob, and they wanted to take over my room in Boston. They wanted to use it as a satellite office. Well, eventually I backed out because I do not want to be with the mob. I spent enough time with them out in Vegas. I know exactly what they're about, and they weren't going to take over my room, but they tried. They tried real hard, and I backed out. Same with this. This, to me, has got an evil content of lies and deception, and I'm not going to be a part of that much longer. I'm just not. I'm looking at other platforms right now, blockchain platforms, really, and to kind of get out of here. And I'm also about to split to the mountains for a little while. My son's coming up. We're going to do some camping. And I don't want to take time off because I think this deserves what I give it every day. 4 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, I'm working. How about you guys? When I put out a paper, okay, or I put out a video, it's got at least 10 to 20, if not 30 hours of research before I even say it. And then I'm scared to even do the video. I feel like I'm in that same corporate world of sharks. I'm not doing that anymore. It burned me out, and this is burning me out already, And again, to you people who are trying to comment, you people who are sending me emails, the ones who can't get through, the ones who do get through, thank you. I'm hearing you. But I have, my hands are tied on what's going on. But it does tell me I'm saying something right. Okay? So I love you guys, and I'm trying my best here. So let's talk about what's going on and what I've been quiet about and what is really upsetting me. Asteroids. They're coming at us. And I said this, and I've kept my mouth shut, but I've said it to people over the past couple of weeks, and I think I mentioned it in my last video. We're talking Inky and Ison. Okay? And Banu. They're all headed our way. NASA and people are running a asteroid alert, which when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm right. I know this one. So let's just back up to last night. I'm in Anchorage or Euclid. I'm not sure. I thought it was a flaming ball coming at us last night, but they always cloud it out. I mean, it's unbelievable to watch the sun blowing up, trying to cover it. The colors are like a rainbow, but it's surrounded by white dots, which I can only think is the debris field. I don't know, you know. So anyway, I'm just going from what I see, but I do have this to back it up. If you want it, try my email. I'll shoot as many videos out as I can. But there's 2 of them. 2 flaming balls in Anchorage, I think it's Anchorage, Alaska, headed towards the sun. Get that cam. And I can't believe all these people spend time in Alaska haven't caught this. It's just right of the sun. And there's 2 of them. Okay? And they're flaming balls. So I get back to Inky and Ison, you know. Inky's what exited Virgo's womb. Okay? Ison is the dragon who gives chase. Mercury protected Inky, took it into the Draco system. The Draco system. Okay? Planets are not a problem here. Planets aren't a problem at all. It's these things. And you can define Nibiru, which I finally found out was a name that was created by the Sumerians. And I wish I knew the channel, I'd say it to you, but then I look at them today and they're doing some kind of warning like we're dead tomorrow. And I am so sick of that too. Done with that. You know, I'm glad you get your views, but man, what a sickness. NASA just put out a report. Show me that NASA report, would you? Just show it to me, you channels out there. NASA reports that we're dead in 24 hours. Give me a break. Give me the NASA report. Put that up. Wow. You know, wow. And what that does to people's minds, unbelievable. But I'm saying this mainly for the 144s, that we need to be ready. There's asteroids coming in. End of story. There's the 2 coming in Euclid. You can see Anchorage at 6:30 to 7 o'clock. You can get a clear picture of them. They don't got it clouded out or having a storm to cover it. Okay. The other one is over top of Mexico. That's Bennu. It's shaped like a diamond. My favorite shape, right? It's shaped like a diamond. It's in the clouds. You can see it through the clouds when they cover it. And they're using the sun and some type of other light source to just kind of blot this thing out. But these things are headed our way. And I knew it for 4 years. I just want to say it. I knew it. And I talked about it. Okay. So understand Revelations. If you want to really understand what the hell came out of Virgo's womb, you need to read Revelations, because it was not Jupiter. End story. I don't even want to debate it. Okay. Look it up. All right. Now, Devil's Tower, again, I was at last night. Those elemental, what I define, where somebody says, I guess it's regurgitated information. I do want to make clear that I did the video on them first. So who's regurgitating information? Taxi driver. But anyway, Devil's Tower, I'm looking at elementals. There's so many different kinds, you know, and I said this in the video. There's 8 different kinds that I've defined. But at Devil's Tower, I just want to say they're little white dots, and they can penetrate. They can go straight into concrete and then come out. So they're definitely in a parallel dimension coming through and seeing us. Okay? But the main thing that's got me scared up at night is asteroids. Not the elementals. I think they're good. The other beings I'm not sure about, but I know they're not all good. They can't be. The ones who are hiding themselves, like the 1.5 mile long ship that's sitting on top of Hiroshima right now, hidden in the clouds every day, but you can still see the tower that comes out this thing. There's a video out there. What happened on November 8th? I caught that same thing on video. There is a ship parked over top of Hiroshima that is 1.5 miles long and creates its own cloud and cloaks itself in blue. Okay? Now, somebody's hiding themselves, I don't trust. Now, how big is the being that drives a 1.5 mile long ship? Think about that one. Okay? So this is actually happening. It's actually happening. And so to deny it is ignorance. We got the army military going around the United States with trains 2 miles long with tanks on each freaking what do they call them? canisters, right, or whatever. Each little train thing that attaches tanks, miles of them, Hummers with 50 cals, UN tanks, Hummers. They're here, okay? Nobody's talking about this. So our battle, and it's going to come to this, and I want to give a big shout out to RFB. He is nailing this. I don't know this guy's background. I've heard so many bad things about him, but right now he is speaking straight up truth. We do not consent. Is that clear enough? I mean, are we going to let this happen? Are we not thinking of our children? What are we going to say to our children when we didn't do anything about this? We sat around and listened to people with opinions like we did and let everything happen, from Sandy Hook, from the school that I went to, from 9/11, the towers being blown up, and nobody has said anything. What do we say to our children? Anybody got any ideas? That we didn't stand up? I'm sorry. No, that's not the way I'm going to roll on this deal. Okay? I'm going to fight. And I'm going to fight in whatever way I can in a peaceful fashion. But I know what it's coming to. It's going to come to a deal where it's military, which is 45% of the risk, and the other 45% is these asteroids. So we got 10%, 1 out of 10. That's a real number, okay? It's going to happen. This is all going to happen. You can be bright and cheery about it. You can be not fearful, but haven't we done that already? No, there's a little fear involved here, and that should incite actual action towards what's going on and towards what they're doing. The deception. They're running an asteroid test. No! They know these things are coming in, for God's sakes, okay? And I know I'm getting passionate right here, or maybe cryptic, but I don't care anymore. I really don't care. This is for the 144s. You need to know that our job is coming up. Our job begins now to start defining these people who hurt society, who will get people killed. We have to look at what the Army's doing. We have to look at these asteroids. We don't really have to worry about the planets. The planets will take care of themselves. They're not the risk. They're not the risk. Who cares about the planets, really? When there's asteroids flaming in, and each one of them are a planet killer. Okay? That's why they're so, right now. You know, and I can't believe that came out, you know. So anyway, they're spraying us like bugs. I do want to say that. But the main thing I did want to also mention, you know, I've talked about dragon lineage. This is really creepy, right? But you guys, you 144s need to know. This is coming up. This is part of the evil that we're going to battle. And it's called Merovingian dragon lineage. Okay? These people are the people who believe I stood on the shore and another beast rose out of the sea and stole power and authority from the dragon. Okay, that beast that comes out of the sea is half sea goat, half man. I can't say this enough times, and it has a satanic background. Okay? The Merovingians transcended into the Templars. The Templars were executed. The ones that got away ran to Scotland and went with Robert the Bruce. Look it up. I've given you the citation. Okay? Now I want you to do this. And this just popped in my mind thinking one night, right? I thought about Dracula. The movie with Keanu Reeves, and I don't know why it just popped in my mind. It didn't come on TV, but I'd seen it a couple months ago, and I just got a weird feeling because it kept showing a red dot. Same with the movie Dragon with Hannibal Lecter, right? Also very depictive of what's going to happen. I mean, the killer's got a tattoo of a dragon on his back, right? So anyway, I trace it back. I put in Dracula, dragon lineage. Guess who pops up? Vlad Dracul was a Merovingian also. And again, this transcends into the Obama, Clinton, Royals, McCain, all believe in this. Our whole government believes in this. That beast from the sea is not going to win. Okay, that's what they want to happen, but it's not going to win. But it's very disturbing to think about that our whole society is based and also believes in this lineage. We are based, our beliefs on a satanic book that is Mason, You can go Mason if you want one day. Next day, if you want, you can go Egyptian. Hey, what the hell, right? The third day, what you can do is you can go Merovingian. You can believe in a beast that has a satanic background. And you can believe in blood Dracul. Blood Dracul. Dragon lineage. Now, isn't that weird when they're always talking about adrenochrome and spirit cooking and blood, and then all of a sudden Dracul pops up to me? Yeah, I thought it was pretty weird that popped up. I just punched in, and that's all you got to do is punch shit in. And that's out there to you guys who got opinions. Pick up your phone. It's got Google in it, or go to DuckDuckGo, whatever you need to do. Punch in your thing, man. Give a citation. I already have given citations on this, and I'll tell you right now, just go to, just put in Dragon Dracul, or put Merovingian Dracula. Okay? I'll pop right up. Put in Ison Dragon. Guess what? They sell shirts and hoodies that have a big ass dragon on them, right? That say Ison on the bottom. I want one. So what are those guys thinking? Where did they get that information? This also transcends into Hopi, which I haven't gotten to talk to any elders yesterday, but the guy working on my car, he's half a Cherokee, and he's half, Blackfoot, I believe it is. But he knows what I'm talking about. So I haven't talked to an elder, but I have talked to a younger, well, he's older than me, a younger Indian, and he knows the prophecies. So it all matches up. That was not Jupiter. That was Inky. Okay. Now I haven't tied together. I need to Google Inky Jesus and see how that works out, but I'm still on it. But I just wanted to give you guys that information, and I want to tell you to watch these channels. Don't take opinions, please. Research your own information. Research my information. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody out there, because this is the time of lying and deception, false prophets, and they're out there, and they don't know what they're talking about, all right? It's the time to call these people out who are giving us 24 to 48-hour warnings. These people who say they got a NASA report. No, they didn't. There's no NASA reports. I guarantee you, don't follow these people. I look at old videos when they put them up on Saturday and Sunday, the 6-month-old videos or whatever they are, or a year-old, saying the same shit. Okay? You got a week. Now it's really heavy duty. I can't even look at it. I don't even want to look at it. Punch into my main feed, which was switched over. Now it's switched back over to getting these channels, and I got to stop it, But they all just keep popping up. I don't even know who they are. So anyway, I just want to say, keep away from opinionated people. Stay away from people who are inciting fear. Know our real enemies. And I described them already, and I'm not going to push that back because I'm kind of nervous about saying it. But you need to be aware that the asteroids they're talking about, it's no test. It's real. They're in Anchorage, West Camera, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Find a cam. If you can't find a cam, I find cams all over the world. Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Africa. All I see other people put up is Alaska. I get better views in other countries because they don't cam out like they do here. Why are you spending all your time in Alaska? Do you know how to access other cams? You should. Anyway, I just want to say I love y'all. I'm sorry I was a little emotional in my last video, but to take the beating in the face, that I've been taking for 4 years, I'm at my limit. I don't want to play anymore. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. And you guys, I'm saying, fight for truth, for real information, parenthetical data, data that has research behind it. Please do that. I just want to say I love you very much. And I'm probably going to disappear for a while. I wanted to get an APA paper done so I could really do this in a format, and I will, but not right now. I'm really tired. But I believe, even though I'm tired, I have to get on here and say this. I want you to go to Richie from Boston. It says, "We do not consent." You need to sign up. Okay? Get on that petition. It's the same thing I was thinking. But he's done it already, so it's already going. And watch the video where they got tape on their mouth. And it talks about how we failed for our children to not stand out to any of this crap. We just sat by and took it and took trips to Walmart. And I'm guilty too. We all are. Nobody's clean on this, and I've said it before. But I want to say I love you all very much. Listen to what I'm saying. If you want any videos, try. You know, if one email doesn't go through, try and shoot it again. Maybe you'll get another connection, which sometimes I have to do, back out and just go through and start again, where you through another. I used to call them pops back in the telecommunications day, but I'm not sure what they're called now. But anyway, I want to say I love you all very much. I want everybody to make it through this. I want everybody to know the truth. And I want everybody to stop living the satanic lie prison that they put us in, you know, of financial enslavement, of losing our dreams, having them taken away, having our purpose taken away, going to our graves, trying to be somebody we weren't supposed to be. This has got to stop. And we got to work as a collective, and we got to love each other. You know, if we can't work together, and I know the ones out there, so forget it. Not doing anything with you. Forget about it. But I want to say again, I love you all very much, and you have a very blessed day. I'll probably talk to you one more time before I head for the mountains, and that's just going to be for a week or two, because this needs to be done every day, and I need to be working from 4 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, just like I did in school, and I will do it. Okay, to bring you guys truth and to get you away from this deception that has overtaken you. I love you all very much. I'll be on this platform for a while. If I do change platforms, I'll be letting you know, but I'm probably going to set one up anyway, because they're just shooting the hell out of me. Anyway, thank you all. I love you. Ride the wind.